morning, students. Myself, Dr. M.C. Supriya, Professor, Department of MCA. It's my privilege to welcome and introduce today's resource person, Srimati Shantala Vishwanath, my sister, who was working for BSNL as the PA General Manager to voluntary retirement last year in May 2019 and was left with 4 years of service. She graduated in the year 1983, was a Bangalore University chess champion and state women player. During the lockdown from March 2020, she is taking online classes on Bhagavad Gita, both in English as well as in Kannada, which was offline earlier. She has uploaded many YouTube talks on Bhagavan, Atmabodha, how does the intelligent people pass time, happiness goal of time, and many more. Today's topic is holistic living, which is about life as a whole and how to face life in a whole way. I welcome you. So I welcome you. Akka, you can take our session.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Supriya. Good morning to all of you and namaste. Yes, you can keep all your mics muted. Fine. Okay. It gives me a great pleasure to address the young hearts in this beautiful temple of knowledge on a Monday morning. Good morning to all of you. And I'm really happy quite a few of you have joined, and I will just tell you how I'll be talking to you. This discourse will be for about 45 or 50 minutes. You can keep your chat box open and keep chatting to me, for which I'll be answering only after my talk. After 45 or 50 minutes of talk, maybe I can give you a question answer session. So as and when you feel like asking something, please chat with me or write down, and at the end you can unmute and talk to me. So this will be our interaction session. Fine. The topics chosen for today's talk is holistic living. The spelling, I spelled it as not H-O-L-I, it is W-H-O-L-I-S-T-A-S-T. Holistic region. So there are two words, whole, W-H-O-L-E, that means complete. And another one is holy, H-O-L-Y, meaning sacred, beautiful, inspired. Right. So let me explain to you what this whole means. See, if a baby is born, a child is born, let us think it will live for 100 years. Let us think. In that 100 years, we can divide that 100 years into 4 portions. So let us make it as 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. That will be 100 years. So in the first quarter, what can he do? Usually, I'm telling you the approximate years, he has to study. In the second quarter, because he would have studied, he will definitely go for a good job. He will take up a job. Once he or she has a job, what will you do? You want to get married, then have children, then have a big house, then have vehicles to travel. All those things, wealth will be earned during the next 25 years. So in the third quarter, you would have earned a lot of money, you would have prospered very well. Now it is time to do charity and travel and enlighten yourself with your more and more, get knowledge about the spiritual practices and all, increase there. And in the last 25 years, we should be prepared to meet the old age. All these 4 quarters, one is childhood, the another one is youth, then the middle age, then the old age. So friends, think. We should not just plan for these 25 years, and we should plan for all the 100 years. There is a Subhashita which says, Sanskrit, I'll explain it to you in English also. Prathame narjita vidya, dvitiye narjitam dhanam, tritiye narjitam punyam, chaturtham kim karishyati. Meaning, in the first quarter, prathame narjita vidya, in the first quarter you have to get educated. If you don't get educated, in the second quarter, prathame narjita vidya, dvitiye narjitam dhanam. In the second quarter, if you don't earn dhanam, that is money, tritiye narjitam punyam, if you don't do punya karyas or the charity things or the social service which you are bound to do to the society in the third quarter, what can we do in the fourth quarters? I'll tell you. You are seeing so many elderly people getting Alzheimer's in this day, right? So, why did this Subhashita come up? Let me tell you, friends, if a child was born 5,000 years ago, and if a child is born now, there is no difference. Let me tell you how. If a child was born 5,000 years ago, it would have a body, it would have a mind, it would have an intellect, and it would have ego. Ego, we will define what it is later. So BMIE, body, mind, intellect and ego. If a child is born today, now, it will have the same body, mind, intellect and ego. Think, friends. The body which was functioning in a specific way 5,000 years ago is functioning in the same way even today. Eyes are looking through, ears are listening, nose is smelling, tongue is talking and it is enjoying the taste, mind is feeling the emotions, intellect is getting the knowledge. So there is no change from when it is with the body, mind and intellect, 5,000 years ago or today. So all our elders, all the rishis or the intellectual people who lived in those days, they played all these combinations. Body, mind and intellect, they have played with them very nicely and finally they have come to a conclusion, this is how you have to live. And those things are mentioned in the scriptures which are tested and proved even till today. It could be a Bible, it could be a Quran, it could be a Bhagavad Gita, it could be Mahabharata, it could be Ramayana. See, nothing is edited in those books. So, let us come to this now. So, there is no change and we have the manual to study how to live. Now, let me tell you, if we are going to live for 100 years and the first quarter is for education, we have to study. That is the only thing we have to give more importance to in these 25 years. It doesn't mean after your 25 years don't read. Now there are people who have done double degrees and doctorated at the age of 80, 70. We see in the newspapers. So this education never comes to an end at the age of 25, but more importance should be given to education during that period. So friends, let me tell you, in the span of 100 years, let us think, because now as per statistics, a person in India is living his lifespan is around 80 years. Earlier it had reduced, now because of the lifestyle or the medication and all, it has come to 80 years. So let us see, we will live for 100 years. So in these 100 years, to achieve anything, what is the equipment I have? The equipment is body, mind and intellect. And what is that I have to achieve? What is the goal of life? We should all know this. See, there are two things which we have to understand. What are the goals in life and goal of life? Keep this question in mind. You will have to answer this question to me after my talk. What do you mean by goal of life and goals in life? Okay, so I'm not going to answer that now. I've left a question. So all of us want happiness in life. That is what we are looking for. Why do we go to schooling or college? Yes, when we were young, it was mothers, parents pushed us to the school. We didn't know that we should go to the school. We were chased to the school. Then we started understanding and learning, and then we felt, yes, education is required and necessary. And when after education or going to the education, what is our aim? To get a job. Why do we want to get a job? We want money. Why we want money? Because we can buy whatever we want. Why do you want to buy all those things? We think that there is happiness in that. So at this stage, I know you will all be interested to know what happiness is. That is the second question. What is happiness? Let me tell you, friends. All of us want to be happy, and we think happiness is somewhere outside. Happiness is somewhere in eating an ice cream, making money, driving a car, having a bike, Karishma bike, going on a two-wheeler, riding. Yes. If there was happiness in a Mercedes-Benz car, buying or owning a Mercedes-Benz car, all of those who had this car should have been happy. If you feel somebody who has a power, who has a lot of money is happy, one who has money, lot of money should have been happy. Maybe as children you want to roam about, wear nice dresses. Yes, it is true. If happiness was only in the dresses I wear, all the children who wear nice dresses should have been happy. But just think, friends, but we see that happiness is not there, only these material objects outside. If not, all those people who have drinks should have been happy, if there was happiness in the drinks. If there is happiness in the drugs, somebody who takes drugs should have been happy always. But that is not the case. We see happy people on the road. We see poor people who are begging on the road are happy. Who are living in a hut are happy. Now, we can suppose there is let me give an example. If we think that happiness is in ice cream, I'll eat the first ice cream, second ice cream, third ice cream, death by chocolate, whatever, all the ice creams, whatever is there, I'll taste. But after eating 4 or 5 ice creams, what will be my status? I'll say, I can't eat it. You will feel that you will never eat ice cream again or any sweet. Why does this happen? This means happiness is not in the material objects. Happiness is not in the dresses I wear. Happiness is not there in what I eat. Where is happiness? Happiness is within. So friends, I tell you, when I know that happiness is within me, let me not look for happiness outside in the objects. Whatever I do, I should not work for happiness. Let me do happily everything. What I mean to say is, you have joined the college now. You might be studying for 2, 3, 4, 5 years according to your classes. Never ever think, I will be happy after I pass my exam, I get good marks in the exam, after I get a job. That means what are you all doing? You are all postponing your happiness. Young friends, I tell you, be happy and do whatever you do. Anyway, being happily doing all these things will definitely fetch you something in future. But why do you want to postpone happiness? Happiness, be joyful, be happy. And there is always a saying telling that you should be happy within. Don't ever give the key of happiness to somebody. If somebody says you are looking good, you feel happy. If somebody says you are not looking good, you feel hurt. No, that should not be the case. Like you should always have the remote in your hand. See that you play the channel you want. You are young, you are energetic. Be inspired and live a beautiful life in your life. You must be around 20 or 22 at this age, and there is lot more things to see for you in the world, friends. So first, learn to be joyful. Learn to be joyful and study in such a way that you can excel to such a great extent. Even if you are given a chance again to do that work, you should say, I could not have done this better. That should be the challenge. That should be the inspiration. And in this first quarter, why I'm concentrating on this first quarter is, this is the basic foundation, I tell you. This is the basic foundation where you can create a beautiful foundation for rest of your age, rest of the work you do in your life. So friends, see that you put this foundation properly. You are the blessed children here. See, there may be so many children who have got admitted here. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. See, we are brought together to discuss something. You are blessed. I am blessed. So, God creates, or Bhagavan, whatever you call, or the supernatural powers, or the powers, give us a chance where we can excel and we will be guided in a right way. So these first 25 years, why I am prompting and telling more is, researchers say 50% of the adult IQ will be developing from 0 to 4 years. From 4 to 9 years, only 30% of the IQ will develop. And 9 to 18 years, rest of the 20% of IQ will develop. And it will give very little space for IQ development after that. So friends, if you want to do anything, this is the time you have to do. Because just like any other machine in the world, even the brain starts deteriorating. Not only the body, the brain starts deteriorating. So study as much as you can. Learn all the things in the world you can. I mean to say, in this pandemic, it's really difficult, but still there are so many ways to learn. Now, technology has improved so much, you have more time to spend on learning. Earlier, you would have to travel so many miles, so many kilometers to go to your school, to go to your library. Now, everything is available online. So please make use of that and see that not only academic qualification will help you, but lots and lots of hobbies also you can develop. It is not just learning of the books. You can learn many things, like it could be chess, it could be carom, it could be guitar, it could be singing, whatever it is. Learn, learn, learn. These 25 years, you dedicate yourself for learning. Why I insist you so much about learning is, that is the age when you are free of responsibilities. They say student's age is golden age, and you should make the best use of it. For this, let me tell you, there was a king called Bhartrihari who has written so many shatakas like Vairagya Shataka, Shringara Shataka and all such things. But in one of his poems, he says, see, if a person in 24 hours time, he will be sleeping for almost 8 hours. And 4 hours, he will be busy doing his work, taking bath, dressing up, all those things. So 12 hours gone. And in the next 4 hours, maybe helping the family to do something, or buying vegetables, or going to the market for those things. 12 plus 4, 16 hours is gone. Next 8 hours is left. You spend most of the time in college, school, with friends and all. So what will be the quality time you can get for your progress, where you can think of yourself and work for yourself? It will be less than 2-3 hours in a day. That Bhartrahari puts it in a beautiful way. If a person lives for 100 years, 50 years he'll be sleeping. In the next 50 years, 25 years will be, actually we have given up the night time and the daytime is 50 years. In those 50 years, 12 and a half years will be in childhood, 12 and a half years will be in the old age where you can't do anything. And the next 25 years, you will be taking care of so many things like relatives, friends, parents, social obligations, all those things. For that, 12 and a half years will go. And they left out 12 and a half years in the whole life. What is the value time we get for educating ourselves is 12 and a half years. If we live for 100 years. And proportionally that will decrease. So friends, I tell you, never ever waste even a single day. Let me tell you about my college days. I had a beautiful well-wisher, come friend, come professor by name Bhaskarananda. He was, luckily I came across him. He was living just 4 houses away from my house. His wife Urmila Devi was principal, retired, now she is retired, principal in the Siddhaganga Science College. I did my college there. Mr. Bhaskarananda was a walking encyclopedia. He was a great chess player and he was a mathematics professor in SSIT. So I had the opportunity of being with them, and what a great master he was. He was the one who told me, Shantala, you must study. Just like any other equipment, even the brain will start deteriorating. That is why you should study. It is from him whom I learned chess. I started playing. I was a Bangalore University champion. And let me tell you, in those days, it was in 1983, I represented Siddhaganga Science College, TUMKUR. I was the Bangalore University champion, and in the history of chess, let me tell you, that was the time that the chess championship was bagged away from Bangalore. Or else it was always the Bangalore going children would win those. After that, I started a chess club, and then children are even playing there, and one of my friends is continuing with a different name like that. See children, why I tell you this is, you achieve something like that. You have all the energy to do that. Study well. Do it. You can do it because you are young. And for every day you should put a mantra. This is what my professor had told me. In the 24 hours, when you know that your brain is getting deteriorated just like any other instruments in the world, put a timetable every day. You get up in the morning, whatever you want you do. For these 2 hours I'm going to study, these 2 hours I'm going to play my game, these 2 hours I'm going to draw, painting, hobby, whatever it is, these 2 hours I'm going to do. So you should have a daily timetable and work according to that. Never ever, the mind says, always the mind says, it's okay today, let me do tomorrow. Like we set the alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning. When the alarm rings, we shut down the alarm and sleep. Say, okay, it's okay, 5 minutes. Never ever give that chance. Once you put a timetable for yourself, it is for you, your goodness, you are putting the timetable. And stick to it and do it. And miracles will happen in the world. Our rishis, our generations, senior generations have written in the Upanishads telling that when we purify ourselves, when we live a very disciplined life, we start attracting the prosperity, wealth, health, everything from the universe. You need not go running behind anything. Things will come to your feet. They will come and fall at your feet. Believe me, friends. Purify yourself. Live an inspired living. Never say, oh, why today morning? God has given this. When I get up in the morning, even today, I think I have stood up. I have got up in a healthy way. Thank you, God, for giving me this day. I will see that I will do my best today and I will leave the rest to you. When you take things like this, do your best, and whatever you do, I don't say only in your academics, whatever you do, it could be helping your parents at home, it could be talking to somebody, it could be listening to somebody. Whatever you do it in a very, very inspired way. Then life becomes a wow every day. Every minute it becomes a wow. Never feel that, today I am boring. Today I am getting bored. Why is this time not passing? No. Don't kill the time, use the time. At this age, after taking VR from BSNL, I have a timetable for myself. I get up in the morning. I am inspired to do so many things. I really enjoy my day. I thank God for giving me a healthy day every day. So you should also do like that. Once again, friends, let me tell you, what is that? What are those things we can earn in these 100 years? See, 4 main things we must earn. That is what is told. One is, these are all written. I don't have to dig into my head and think what I should get, what should I do in this life, what should I do? Nothing. It's all tested and proved. They have already written and kept in those things. We can just read them, those scriptures, and get it. Why we go to the scriptures and read those scriptures, I tell you, whether it is Bible, Quran or Bhagavad Gita, I tell you. See, if you want to become a good cricket player, I have a very nice bat, I have a bowl, my brother or my friend bowls, and I keep practicing in the gully I stay. One fine day, definitely I may become a good player. It may take years and years and years. If I want to be a champion, what will I do? I'll go to a coach. And the coach gives me all the techniques to become a great cricket player. Just like that, by reading these scriptures, we become champions of life, where we can deal with the situation in a beautiful way. And we will not struggle what to do in future or why should I do this? No struggle. All the questions will be answered there. So, as per those scriptures, 4 things which we can achieve in this lifetime, 100 years, is dharma. And then it is the wealth. I'll tell what dharma is. Then we can earn wealth. Then we can fulfill our desires. And then we can get this moksha. Moksha is what, we are all looking for happiness. And how much happiness do we all want? It is not just little. We want infinite, eternal happiness. That means lots of happiness all the 24 hours and for a very long time. It is infinite and it is eternal happiness. That is what each one of us are looking for. So I have to get that. So dharma, artha, kama and moksha. These are the Sanskrit words, but they are very easy to understand. Dharma means the righteous living. Artha means the wealth. Kama is the desires. Whatever desires I want to fill up, I should do it. And this infinite eternal happiness. So these 4 things can be achieved by all of us. Let me tell you, dharma is, see, I am going to earn money. I should be very honest in that. I should not take bribe or give bribe. All those simple things, like that. That is dharma. Throughout, I have to earn my living in that way. And the desires which I have to fulfill, it should be in order. That means I should not go out of the way, try to enjoy something which is not good for the society or for me. Try to obey parents, like that. And naturally, happiness comes by itself. This dharma is actually speaking of purity, austerity, charity and truthfulness. I should be pure within. Let me not give rise to any bad feelings towards myself or others. That is purity. Austerity is a disciplined way of living. See, all these days when we were young, somebody would give us the instructions and say, my dear son, don't do this. My dear little girl, don't do this. You have to be like this. Get up early in the morning. All these things, wear this dress, that dress, eat this one, this is good for your health. All these things when we were young, somebody would tell. Even now, parents tell us. But before that, let us all put a discipline for ourselves. Discipline in the way, as I told you, it should be for every day. Today, what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do. Like that. Have a disciplined life. That is austerity. Charity, being truthful. Be truthful to yourself and be truthful to others also. That is very important. See, when you speak truth, you need not have the reason to remember it. You tell the truth and you can forget it because it remains there. If you tell a lie, it will be lingering and you should remember that lie because you should not talk something different from that lie. Isn't it? So always be truthful to yourself, truthful to your friends. These are all beautiful values which we have to inculcate. And that makes us live a very inspired life. Let me tell you, friends, you might have heard about Mahabharata now and then. Arjuna was the only person in the Mahabharata who could achieve all these four things which I told you. Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Like Duryodhana was not so righteous. They're all the characters. Don't go very this one about that. Biased by those things. As a story I am telling you. Those who know Mahabharata. Duryodhana was not so righteous. He could gain some power sometime and he could have a family. He could have little money. But not moksha, that he didn't get that infinite eternal happiness at all. So friends, let me tell you, we have to be very well groomed in our activities we do in everyday life. And inspired living is very, very important. So let me tell you how you should inspire yourself. Nobody can inspire you. I can tell you so many things about inspirational, this one, tell you hobbies and everything, but it is you who have to inculcate those things in yourself. Nobody can push that into you. It is like, I can tell sugar is like a crystal thing, very white, and if you just put it in your mouth, it will melt and it will give you a wow feeling. It's very sweet and all those things. Unless you take some sugar and put it in your mouth, you will not experience that. This inspiration is also like that. Getting inspired by myself. Of course, we can inspire you or somebody's talk can inspire you for few minutes or few days. But we should make it a practice to get inspired by ourselves. So what I request all of you is, you make a mantra of yourself. Every day saying, maybe you can read some books to get inspired, you can watch some television videos for inspiring yourself, meet some friends to inspire yourself. But there is another way which you self-inspired. So for the self-inspiration, you have to have a mantra. Any mantra like. I will tell you what my mantra is from the day I started working in my office. My mantra is for everything all the time is, oh God, I will do my best. You take care of the rest. This is my mantra. Every morning when I would walk to the office, get into my office chamber, occupy my chair, I would say, I will do my best today. I will give the best service to my customers today. I will talk in a best way today. I will do my best. And you take care of the rest. I won't bother about what happens. You take care of the rest. This was my mantra then, today, and even tomorrow, which will be continuing. So you make some mantra like that. And every day you keep repeating, I will always speak the truth. Something like that. I will always be good to everyone. I will excel in everything. I will work hard. Whatever you want, you make that mantra. See that you keep repeating it, and when you repeat and say that, you will definitely do that. That is the thing. Just repeating doesn't help, I know, but that makes you. These are all some beautiful things, and life is really beautiful. And you can make it even more beautiful with all these inspired way of living. Once we are inspired, we will make the environment inspired. And I'll tell you, you need not go to anybody for anything. You will start attracting all those things. Maybe you will all be thinking, after my education, when there is a campus selection, I should get a job. I should be placed in a very good company. All these things will automatically happen. Believe me, I will promise you, you take care of yourself in this way. Be an inspired person. Live joyfully. Excellence in everything you do. Everything will come and fall at you. Come and fall at your feet. You need not go in search of anything. They will come to you. This is a beautiful life given to us by God. So never ever waste any time. Live every minute. See, there is a saying, existing and living, two things are different. Existing is, oh, okay, what is this? Today is, okay, I have to live, I have to spend. This is existing. Because somebody cannot do anything, they'll be existing. But real living is, yes, I have got 24 hours today. I have got up in a very healthy way. I have no fever, no this thing, no cold, no problem. I can do something. That is inspired living. Living is different from existing. So friends, I always request all my young friends to live. See, Mahatma Gandhi ji also was like that. You know, we know about our independence story. There were so many people who fought for the independence of the country, but we call only Gandhiji as Mahatma. Why? He was not born as Mahatma. Just like any other child, even he copied. Just like any other child, he tried some other thing and asked excuse from his father. It is not great that, we do mistakes, we do commit mistakes, but that is not end of the day. We should correct that and live. Mahatma Gandhiji never justified his mistakes. He always corrected his mistakes and lived up to the mark. That is why he was called as Mahatma. Whatever he spoke, that is how he was living. Just think about his capacity, friends. There were no telephones. The mic, when he would talk, would not reach 10 or 15 people in front of him. But when he did this salt satyagraha, he attracted peoples in thousands. How could this happen? When someone like him could do, why can't I and you do? Why I am giving you this example is how he could attract so many people. That demarch. Think, friends. Think. There is a unbelievable power in each one of you, which you have to tap and bring it out. The mind is the power. That mind which is so powerful can do anything, but it needs only the right guidance. Friends, you try this and you will. We are not very far from all these things. It is just one thought away. One thought away. Just think, yes, from today I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to put the timetable and I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock. I'm going for a jog at 6 o'clock. Put a timetable there. Live every day like that. Today, every day I have to study something. I'll tell you, even when you put the timetable, it should be for all the 4 things: body, mind, intellect and ego. Body needs some exercise every day. Whether it is yoga, jogging or gym, whatever it is. By doing that, some hormones are secreted which keeps you healthy, which keeps your brain active, which keeps your brain inspired. So start with this. That you are going to do with the body. Then to the mind. Mind needs emotions. Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts, and it needs some emotions. Have good friends. Talk to your friends. Talk to your family. Every day this should be done. Body, mind, intellect. For this intellect, every day some food has to be given, just like body. So for the mind you will be giving good thoughts, good emotions, and for this intellect you have to give something new. Make it a point to learn something new every day. Read something, not the newspapers, but something which you really want to get inspired. Of course, I don't say you should not read newspapers. For the news you have to know. But that doesn't help you improve your intellect. It is only a data information. Intellect is something where it triggers your intelligence and improves your way of living. That is intelligent feed. And body, mind, intellect, and lastly it is the spiritual thing. They say spiritual thing is like doing some charity, helping somebody. All these things will be creating some hormones. You go to a doctor or say I'm depressed today, he will give you one tablet and say now it will be alright. That tablet helps only to create that hormone. But you don't need to create that hormone artificially, because it is already there in me and I can take control of all those things. So 4 things, friends, when you put a timetable for body, mind, intellect and also ego. That is spiritual practices. If you are used to pray, go to a masjid, go to a temple at least once in a week, or pray in your house, whatever you want. Prayers are also important in life because it attracts the secrets from the cosmos. So you have to pray at least for your protection. I'll tell you how prayers work in your life. See, now you are all sitting in front of me. Like that we say, from childhood we have learned God is everywhere, God is everywhere, God is everywhere. We are taught like that, right? So when God is everywhere, He is present everywhere. You are all present here. Suppose I take somebody's name like Shashi Rekha or Muhammad Sheikh. I call Muhammad Ji, then he'll become alert. Like that, when God is present everywhere, you take His name, whatever name, you take in the name of Allah or Yesu or Shiva, whatever you want. That energy which is present around me and within me will get activated. Once it is activated, you get immense power to do so many things. That's how we attract the cosmos energy. So with all this inspired living, I put a timetable, I take a mantra for myself, then the life will excel. Days will not be sufficient for us to live. And every minute in our life will definitely become a wow. Somebody need not come and help me to say that wow. I will be telling that wow and making the people around me to say wow. So for this enjoyment, we all have to live this life like this. So coming back to the topic, let me conclude now. I gave the topic as holistic living. So friends, just remember that we are living for 100 years. Then in the first quarter, it is studies. Second quarters, it is to prosper. Third quarters, it is to do charity and spiritual things. And fourth quarter, the old age is getting ready to leave this world. We have to leave this world. But that is the complete life. So, to live that complete life in a healthy, inspired way, the foundation has to be laid now in this age of yours. So, friends, please make it a point to inculcate all these things so that you live beautifully, because you are the future citizens who will take care of our country. And as you all know, we want our country, we want the place where we are living to be more beautiful, more energetic. So you are the one. Never ever think that, who am I? I am a simple ordinary person, what can I do? No. Every one of us have the same brain, same mind, same body, same intellect. It could be somebody who has worked hard and grace has fallen on them. That's why they have excelled to be the world personalities. But there is nothing wrong in me or you to try for that. And this is the right age to try. So friends, be inspired to live the life wholly. And holy, I said, holistic, H-O-L-Y. Holy is sacred living. See, parents have given us this life for us. And we have to thank them for that. And make this a beautiful life. Not destroying this life. We should actually make this life so beautiful that when somebody walks across us should say, such a nice person is here. I met such a nice person. That is holistic living. Never ever make your people surrounding you feel that, why has this person come to me? That is holistic living. So you should live your whole life for 100 years. And it should be in a holy way. Never ever get depressed. Never ever think, what can I do? Everything you can do. It is the beautiful mind you have, it is the body you have, and the beautiful set of teachers around you will definitely help you out. When we go to a college, it is not the physics, chemistry, mathematics or computer science. That is not just we learn. We learn more than that. The learning, see, teaching is different and learning is different. Your teachers teach the subjects, but you have all the right to learn so many things. You can learn from your teachers, you can learn from your friends, you can learn from your attender, you can learn from your watchman. That student in me should always be alive. I'll tell you, I have learned from everything, whether it is the nature, or the animals, or the people around me, or the watchmen. Let me tell you, I have learned from my maid servants. The greatest heart they have in sharing. They have the greatest heart in letting go. They have the greatest heart in serving. So all these things, friends, we can learn from everyone. So teachers teach you the subject, computer science or engineering, civil, whatever it is. But learning aspect should be kept alive in you so that you will start learning from your teachers to the peon in the... He might not have studied, but he has a lot of experience in his life. Experience also teaches us. So with this holistic living, whole living and holistic living, you will be a person with intelligence and experience. You have seen people when they are old, you don't even want to go to them because they will start telling about their life which they had spent before 50 years. But there are intelligent people with experience with whom we want to share our knowledge and learn from them. So friends, once again concluding this talk, I tell you all, be inspired. You can do anything in this world. Put a timetable, get set and go. So with this, I will be concluding my talk, thanking all the teachers and professors of SSIT and the staff and all the children for giving me an opportunity to share these beautiful moments with you and giving me such a great experience of sharing these things with you in this beautiful temple of knowledge. Thank you, friends. If you have any questions, you can chat with me or you can unmute and talk to me with the permission of your teachers. Thank you. I'll be available for next half an hour. You can talk to me about anything and everything you want, but don't ask me some hardware software questions.